This time in this country, vijana tumeuziwa uoga. Mimi nataka kuwaomba na niwa encourage. Mtu asikuuzie uoga.
Kabisa.
The previous president used to say something. And he used to address young people. He used to say, and I used to listen to him. He used to say, young people, power is not given. It is taken. So mimi nilikuwa nafikirianga ni hizi kuu. But nika realize ni mimi coming to MD. MD amekwambia hapa aliongeleshwa na I came to boss. So mtu atataka kukuozea hiyo uoga ndio, and even if I was close to the president or the deputy and they gave me a chance, then tumeishi tukijua ukikuwa watu kama sasa mimi kwa mtandao watu husema natumiwa, si ndio? Ukitumiwa hivyo unatumika vizuri ndugu yangu. You know, there is no problem whatsoever. Kama ndugu yako, kama huyu ndugu yangu ni ndugu yangu, mimi ni msanii. Sasa nikose kumpea chance na anaweza deliver what I want him to deliver just because he's my brother. It is, hiyo ni petty politics. We are young Africans. We are focused we are the future leaders of.
My name is Samuel Maina. I'm the Managing Director, Kenya Broadcasting Corporation. Karibuni nyumbani. Yes, hapa ni nyumbani. And I think it's important to say that we are delighted as Kenya Broadcasting Corporation because of this new show that we are starting. It's a partnership between KBC and Chipukeeyz, and I'm very happy to see young people back to our screen. All the people you have come with are young people. The future of this country belongs to young people. And one of the things that we are aspiring to do is giving young people an opportunity. You will never challenge anyone that he or she has not done this or that if you don't give them an opportunity. And so we have been discussing this matter with Chipukeeyz for the last close to 2 months. And I'm very happy that the speed we have moved with the Chipukeeyz to see the fruition of this idea is very commendable. I like the speed he works with, and that is how the world should move. That is how we should do our own things. The new show we are starting is a comedy show. He will be the main person in the comedy show. But what we are looking for in this show is to try and get the talents up there. Because KBC is a national TV station, and so we'll be trying to get talents across Kenya, across our 47 counties, and giving them a platform. Even Chipukeeyz himself, if he was never given a platform, he will still be probably somewhere in the village. And so this opportunity of this show is trying to market and monetize talent, because many people have talent but they don't have a platform to demonstrate or display their talent. Together with people like Bena here, let us support young people. Let us support young people. And deliberately, KBC, we have decided the biggest population of this country are young people. Mm-hmm. And if they are young people, why don't you give them a platform to push forward their talent? We will start in Nairobi, but after we stabilize properly, we will move this show across Kenya.
Yes.
So that we take the show to the people, rather than people coming to Nairobi, yes, to record the show. So we know in every county in this country there are talents, very low talent that is not that has not been seen on screen. We are going to promote this show 360. We have 14 full-fledged radio stations. We have 8 sub-services. We have another TV called Y254. Did you know there is Y254?
Yes.
It's for young people. So we are discussing with the team to see whether the show will be going to on both television stations concurrently at the same time. Because that TV station is for young people. Even the way they do their news is for young people. We try to promote young talents, and the content in that TV is for young people. So Chipukeeyz, I'm very happy that now, anytime now, we are going on air on Monday.
Yes.
We are going on air on Monday, and we have put the show at prime time, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's 1 hour of serious comedy. Okay? So we would request all of you here to support this show. It is for young people. It is for exposing talents, and we are moving it from Nairobi. We'll move it, after it stabilizes, we'll move it to the counties. After going to counties, if it does well, we can go to constituencies. Because in every village in this country, there is a talent that has not been exposed.
Oh, yes.
Let's expose young people. Let's support young people. This is the future and the foundation of this country. Asanteni sana na karibuni tena nyumbani. Chipukeeyz.
Asante sana. Thank you so much. Nafikiri yangu kwanza nianze na kukushukuru MD for, mimi nimekuwa kwa industry for 10 years now. And one thing you do when you're in the industry as a talent is that you look for platforms. You really look for them. You look for broadcasters, you look for TV stations, you look for MDs to pitch your idea, but most of them they really, it's hard to get them. So mi nakushukuru sana for opening your doors to us, listening to me, giving me an opportunity. When I came here, I didn't know that the way you swiftly acted and the way you adapted into the idea, I thought that nimekuja kukuletea stories za jaba, lakini ukanisikiza na ukani-accommodate. So me, I'm so excited. I had taken a break from TV for at least 3 years now, and I am happy to come back home. Like I had said, this is home. This is the home of comedy. This is where Churchill started. This is where Nyambane started. This is where Ojwang started and finished. So for me, and having been in the industry for 10 years, I am happy at this point of my career to be back here, where the legends started, so that even me, maybe in 20 years, watu watakuwa wananitaja kama Ojwang. No 20, no 100 years, not 20. And so Chipukeeyz show is back. We are going to be live on KBC, like MD has said. It's going to be a serious comedy talk show, but also it's a comedy show that is it has a reputation of giving a chance to the people who don't have a chance. We have a reputation of giving nawaitanga Chipukeeyz. Chipukeeyz is a Swahili word that means upcoming. So it's only fair for the name to accommodate the upcoming talents, whether it's singing, whether it's comedy, whether it's whatever your talent is that you believe that, because you see sisi watu wenye wa talanta talanta zimetupeleka zikatufungulia mbali, na kama vile MD amesema, sisi hatungepewa platform na mtu, sisi hatungefunguliwa mlango na mtu, hatungekuwa mahali tuko leo, hatungekuwa tunafanya hii press conference. Ningekuwa tu mlolongo huko tu nikiambia watu mambo ni matatu, lakini look at us now, we are here. So me, I'm happy. Show is back. I'm happy to announce that Bena Malines will be joining the team. Pipi man.
Sapi.
Yes. And then also tutakuwa na Kartelo, Mbogi ya Kimonyoski. Kama mnavyojua mambo ya Kartelo, angetoboa kufika hapa kwa press conference, lakini amenipigia kaniambia ni aje Chipu, nimeshikwa na karao, wacha tumalizane alafu ndakuja. Nyinda wa watch live. So tutakuwa na Kartelo. Tutakuwa na, we are also trying to pick from the online community one young female host that is going to help us engage onto that social media space. But generally, this is it. We are back home. We want to entertain. We want to go to each and every village, like he has said, to look for the other Chipukeeyz, so that maybe by the time mwaka inaisha, tukue sasa yeye tunamletea vijana wengine labda wanafanya launching ya the other TV station with new programs. Yeah, so mimi MD, from deep down my heart, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to all of you for finding time to be here with us. I can promise one thing, that hii imeenda hii na imeenda wase. Tutapiga show, tunataka kupiga kelele, tunataka kurudisha to position KBC mali inakuwa in our small way, na tunaomba support. Wale watu wako nyumbani, join us, social media, hata wale watu ambao wanajihisi wako na talanta. This is home. Usiogope kututafuta mahali tutakuwa tunafanyia show zetu. It's going to be a live recording. We are going to have our audience members. This time, for the longest time when I started doing the show, I used to do it in studio. But now we are going to have more than 200 people join us for our live recordings. So that now even these talents that we are looking for. Our goal is to, MD was telling me that, Chipukeeyz wacha kuniambia mambo ya watu 200. Mimi nataka utengeneze show ambayo pia itatengeneza revenue ya kulipa hawa wasanii wenye unataka tutafute. So goal is that in 6 months, the way we had calculated, we will be able to hold a Chipukeeyz show at KICC, not with 200 people, but with 1,000 or more people. Yeah, tumerudi kufanya mboka, kuchekesha, na labda nimpatie Bena aseme tu jambo, nirudi ndio nirudishie MD. Bena.
Hello guys.
Hautatuambia hello guys. Tuongeleze vile unatuongeleza.
Hello guys.
Yes.
Ukipata chance ya kutesa, ukipata chance ya kwenda kwa hewa, enda to the fullest, ndio. Man, acha nitumie hii tu yenye serious jota ka costumes. Unajua kako pia na ka pesa ndio upanye ile kitu man. So pia mimi niko grateful sana kuko kwa space. Nisukume, tusukumane ama ni aje? Nivute, nikuvute, tuvutane. By kesho tujue tunaweza kuwa tumefika wapi, si ndio? Na ni chenye niko nacho, chenye Chipua ko nacho, chenye pia uko nacho, tukiunganisha pamoja ndio ina create one big thing, si ndio? Naweza kuwa niko small, maybe hizi mic zote hapa hivi inaweza kuwa ni kitu small ikiwa mic hapa, but maybe tomorrow it might be a bigger media house ama kitu kingine kubwa. Itatoka kwa support yako na yangu na tu lenge kitu moja. So lengo yetu kama vile tumesema ni kuchapua wasapiza. Sabi man.
Asante man. So I think mimi sitazungumza sana. I'll take it back to, but before I take it back to MD, allow me to introduce one of the group members that are going to be working with us. This is wacha nishike jina vizuri. Deeper Connections. Deeper Connections is a group, and this is the whole idea Bona MD. We hawa wase ni percussionist. Hawa kazi yao ni kuchapa muziki. Lakini muziki yao wanaichapa ikiwa na some taste of our traditional yetawatia hiyo flavor ya Uafrika hiyo. Hao ndugu zangu nakwambia, kama huyu nimepatana naye leo. Huyu nimepatana naye 2 days ago. We met on social media. Huyu alinitumia DM akaniambia mambo mingi, nikamwambia mimi na mambo, wewe acha hizo zako, mimi na yangu, kuja tupige hii. And that's the whole point, that we live in a world where as young people we must come together and intentionally support each other so that we can grow. These platforms, mimi nikikuja nijipige kifua hapa nianze kusema mimi nimepewa show hapa sasa nitawale. Nikose kutafuta space ya kuaccommodate hawa ama wale wengine wako pale nje wenye wako kwa DM ama labda wako kwa simu ama labda wako kwenu nyinyi mkienda kwa interview wanauliza wataomokaje. Guys, we are open. We are open for business. Most of you've interviewed Kartelo and I've seen you ask so many questions, kuliendaje, kunakuaje, kuko wapi. But kitu mnafahamu jue ni hata nyinyi saizi kuna wasanii huko ukienda Kayole kuna msanii anakuambia anataka kuomoka. Tuletee huo msanii tumuomoe bro. Kama kuna talent, yani sisi tutamuomoa. Nyinyi mkiuomoa hiyo side, sisi tunaomoa. Wanaona na waseo. Na KBC kuna watu wanakuanga na maneno, wamepungukiwa na maneno ya wisdom. Mtu anarusha maneno tu kama mtu ana wisdom. Hakuna nyumba haina KBC kwa hii Kenya. Ukue Turukana, ukue Mombasa, ukue Lamu, every house has a KBC, ni remote tu. So ujue atutengenezi platform tu yenye iko Nairobi. Ni msanii tuko na chance ya tutoe star hapa na tumtoe kwa anajulikana the whole country. With your support online and plus KBC, we are going to do wonders. Before I take it back to MD, allow me to introduce Caro. Caro Ashers, we work together. She can make a few points and then we take it back to MD. But also kindly Pole, before that, maybe tusikie hawa wasanii wetu kwanza.
Yeah. Nyajeni kwa sisi tunagive shukran sana kwa Chifu na KBC na pia kwa nyinyi manze, tuendelee kusukumana. Sisi ni talent manze. Our music is fused with urban and traditional. We call it bantra. Yeah, so hivyo tu venye Bena amesema. Tukiwa na nyinyi na sisi, together we can make wonders. Yeah, we give thanks for being here pia.
Asante. Karibu Caro.
Asante sana. My name is Caro Ashers. I work with an organization called Ashers Kenya. So for me, I'm grateful that KBC and basically this entertainment industry has created a platform for all of us. And of course, I look forward to working with everybody. Tutakuwa kwa show pia. Asanteni.
Asante sana. We actually MD, we actually have a whole segment for youth. We have a whole segment where she will be helping moderate. So atusemi tu na atutendi. One of the main reasons pia ilikuwa imetuleta hapa ni we wanted to sign these contracts so that nisianze kwenda huko nianze kusumbua MD na ulini promise na sasa ni kama kimeniramba. So we wanted to sign this contract so that everybody can see that mboka imeludi man.
Wacha aseme kule tunasaini.
Na umesikia watu wa legal wako ndani.
Hapa yeye anasimama.
Allah.
Kuja hapa. Tuambie kama ni pale tunasaini. This one.
Yes. Okay. Can proceed. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Do you have a company seal or stamp?
Yes.
Okay. We'll need.
Okay.
Okay. I see you witnessed, so I'll witness. Okay. Then I'll take the rest of this. Yes.
Thank you. Maybe I make a point. This one here is this one here is Mike Duke. Mike Duke is my small brother, but he also he runs he's my manager, and he also runs a production company that is called Ufalme Entertainment. We will be talking more about that, and I don't know whether Mr. Mike you want to say anything. That's why he was signing, because he's our boss for this one. Yeah, and that's the whole point, guys. You know, if you look at this team, it's a youthful team. Hatutaki kwenda kutafuta ni mdosi tu hapa tu ndo mzae kidogo, lakini kidogo. Hatutaki kwenda kutafuta watu watufanyie vitu. Boys anaweza tu organize, ama boys wanaweza tupanga na music. Bena anaweza tusaidia hata kuinterview hata kama ni deputy president ama president ama whoever. Karo here can help us have a youthful conversation. We say that nothing for us without us, you know. So thank you so much, MD.
Thank you, Chipu. One of the things I want to request you young people, please support one another. It's important. Provide some stairs for someone to grow. If umetoboa kidogo, please vuruta mtu mwingine, mpande pamoja. Okay? Let's support one another. Na mkishikana, if you hunt together, you're going to get more. But if you think you are the best thing that ever happened to the world, then you lose. You need other people. And do not be a terminator of talents. There are some people in this country, because ameona talent, badala ya kusupport that talent, you are part of the people who kills talent. Please don't kill talent. Provide, ukiona mtu akona kipaji, support. Kama wewe you can't sing, support those who can sing. If you cannot do poem, support those who can do poem. But don't be a terminator of talents. Count on KBC to support you. Count on this partnership we have entered with the Chipukeeyz to support young people grow. Finally, let's monetize talents. It cannot be a talent if it is not giving you some chums. Sindio? Let's support talents. When people make money, they become better citizens. Because even that talent, if it's not bringing some coins to the person, it's just useless.
Yeah.
It's not helping. And people have misused talents in this country. We are not going to be part of that. We are going to monetize talent. We are going to look for supporters in government, outside government, private sector, so that the talents we are going to work with, they are taking something home. It's not in our side to utilize talents without paying. And I have had this discussion with Chipukeeyz,
Yes.
that talents must earn something, not only just coming kuchekesha watu then anaenda nyumbani aje, because they must start getting some basics from that talent. Ama ni aje tena? Si ni hivyo? Anything?
Nafikiri tutakuwa na a few questions. Utaziuliza, mtaanza na MD ama mnataka kuzifanya pamoja? Let's go.
Lisa, twende.
A question to MD. My name is Trudy Kitui. We have so many comedians here in Kenya, but you decided to work with Chipukeeyz. Maybe why? And also maybe what are some of your expectations you're expecting? Of course, ukiweka mtu mahali, kuna vitu ambavyo una-expect, maybe benefit.
Sijui atachagua aje. Let me why we chose Chipukeeyz. Number one, he approached us with the idea. Okay, so it is him who approached KBC with the idea, and what we have done is discuss the idea, how we are going to improve it. It is his idea, it is not our idea. It's always good to give it where it's due. We don't say it's us. It is him who approached me with the idea. Number two, why him? I think he is the best. He is the best in town. So, would you struggle to look for a comedian better than Chipukeeyz? So, and because he has done it before, what I know and we have agreed with him on this, he has to apply creative and innovative ways of improving the show. What do I expect? I expect young people to troop back to KBC and watch KBC. That viewership increase, that is what we are looking for. We are looking for more eyeballs on our TV. And the eyeballs we have been hunting for many years are for the young people. And what better way of attracting young people, but rather than having them on screen doing their thing. So I expect high viewership on KBC, not only on Chipukeeyz show, but on other shows. So, and with that, it means money will follow. That is it. I get viewership and I get resources. Hizo zingine zote ni zako.
Nafikiri mambo ni matatu. Mambo ni matatu. Nitaanza na Mswahili mwenzangu pale. Ameuliza kwamba tutafanya lipi la kupapasa macho ili tuweze kuongeza ladha. Nafikiri tutaweka mbwembwe. Tutaweka mbwembwe kisha tuweke mauliundi katika ngeli ya mtu. Unanielewa? Tutakuwa na kipindi mingi hapa na pale. I think the best way to answer that question, and everybody who has that, what new are we going to do? Itabidi to watch the first episode. I believe in content, and let me explain that before there was Chipukeeyz, there was just a normal Mlolongo boy roaming around the streets of Mlolongo. But I had written down a creative plan. You know, I had envisioned myself cracking jokes. So the best way to hype a show, the best way to answer your question is for us to watch the first episode on Monday. And then you'll be able to see useme wow. So hawa wameweka mbwembwe pande hii. So mbwembwe inaingilia hii pande. So on Monday, ukiwatch first episode, utajua ile kitu tumeweka. About criteria ya kuleta watu, I need to be clear. How I do, the reason why I use the same name Chipukeeyz show, and if I explain how I met with Kartelo for context. Lazima pia sisi wasanii tufunze wasanii wenzetu wale wanataka kuomoka, using that word, kujituma na kufanya kazi. So mimi kama vile mmesikia nishakuja kwa mdosi, nimepata platform. The next step ni kuanza utilize your platform. nikiwa open my doors, that my team has a brief that if we see anybody who is talented, let's accommodate them. Talanta ndo itafutwa, lazima ijitokeze. Unaona? Ndio ufanye kazi kwa mjengo, lazima uende site. So ndio kwa hiyo watch kwanza. Ujue inafanyikanga wapi. Kujua inafanyikanga wapi, kuja hapo. Tuambie, mimi ni mnoma kuchora. Mimi ni mnoma kuimba. Mimi ni mnoma kusengenyana. Na we are going to give you a platform. Hakuna committee, hakuna ujuane na nani ati ya kuleta mahali niko. Sikuwa najuana na hawa sasa, tuko kwa boardroom sasa tukifanya press conference session ina come up. You know? Huyu Bena huyu, in as much as tumekuwa kwa space ya fame na celebrity, we have not been close. But nilimreach out tu nikampigia nikamwambia master, naona kuna mahali tunaweza ingiana. So hakuna criteria. It is not a platform to really go to every village and start begging people to give us their talents. No. We want people to make efforts. Look for us. You know, ukipatana na sisi, tafuta kule tunafanyia show zetu, jitume. Maybe kwa KBC tutakuwa tunapeana, communicate, tell us. Unajua talent, I say that everybody has a story to tell. Everybody. It doesn't matter how talented you are, but kunaweza kuwa kuna jamaa tu hapa nje ni taxi driver, lakini yeye uimba mbaya. So huyo ndo mtu natafuta. Mimi natafuta mtu mwenda wazimu mwenye si wazimu, anipe story yake ya kwa nini yeye ni mwenda wazimu si wazimu. Natafuta ule soja mwenye ni security guard, mwenye anaweza chekesha, lakini yeye anakuanga kwa form zingine. Hakuna criteria. Then also who we are going to be seeing, we are going to see everybody, you know. Naweza wa surprise, labda leo tuko na Truthful Man, labda kesho tuko na Kibe, mawips hapa tunapewa mawips. The next day maybe tuko na Eve Mongai. The next day maybe tuko na MD. Maybe one time we have the president. Maybe the next time tuko na dereva wa taxi za usiku. Hata wale dada zetu hapa MD akikubali, sijui kama CK watakubali, lakini kuna dada zetu wako hapa kwa hii street iko hapa nyuma KBC mahali hapa, mnaelewa Hao dada zetu wako kwa giza usiku na mosquito. They have a story to tell. So really, who you're going to expect, it's everyone. This is Kenya. This is a Kenyan show. Comedy has a way of bringing everybody together. You bring together the kids, the parents, the teenagers, the teachers, the professionals, the lawyers. So that's it. That's the whole the structure of the show. Is the show going to be in Nairobi alone? No. I am happy that for the first time I think I am working with a TV station that is intentional about young people, and they listen. When I talk to MD, he gets it. He told me, no, Chipu, he show, lazima we find a way, and he even promised that he's going to help me even now mobilize funds from our supporters, from partners. So really, we are not going to be a Nairobi show. We are going to move from Nairobi and go on the road, go to all the counties like he has said, and then also as time goes by, we trickle down. We want a situation where tutafanya Chipukeeyz live show Kariobangi. Nairobi is the county, but tuko Ubangu iko na watu wanaweza kaa chini watupe episode na tutoke hapo kama tuko na watu. We do an episode in Kibera, we do an episode in Tala, we do an episode in Nyalenda, we do another one in Mlolongo. Hii show ni ile show. Haina, sisi tuko flexible. Na tukishajipanga vizuri, sisi tunataka kupiga kelele hii town, ndugu zangu. Tukikuja Wajia, tutapiga kelele Wajia. Tukienda Garissa, na najua nikiwa na support yenu ndugu zangu wa online, we are going to reach everyone that we need to reach. So in terms of, is it a Nairobi show? No. Are we looking for Nairobi talents? No. Are we only looking for comedians? We are looking for everybody. We have enough comedians on that show. Tuko na Bena, Nico, Kartelo ndio huyo. And even already, as you can see, we have a band here. We have Caro here. Caro is going to maybe help us moderate the youth panel. The youth panel, we are going to be engaging young people in different sectors to have a conversation about young people. We've set aside a segment where we can have young people talk about religion, we can have young people talk about government, and these young people ni watu tu random, ni watu ni kijana wa Kibera, ni kijana wa Karen, ni kijana wa Shakahola, ni kijana wa hizi area zote. So really it's not a Nairobi show. Umeuliza what's new, ninakuomba Monday tafadhali brother tuonane Monday nikuonyeshe brother Salakasi. Mambo mpya ni mingi. Na kipindi ni mingi sana. Umeuliza one female. Why one female? It's not really about I did not think about it that way, but this particular one, she's doing very well in that space, and the reason why maybe we don't want to announce is because we are yet to agree on terms of how we will engage her. But in the online space, I think even as we create our own platforms, I think the outside world inatuona vingine. So ule mtu kuna sisi wengine tumejiposition better. So there is a particular young lady that I feel like she's done well for herself and her age, and whatever she do will fit in with what I do in this show. And now as we move forward, maybe we'll be able to accommodate more. A man maybe, bro, maybe naweza kupea job na una nikazi unatafuta. So and maybe even you guys, I need to have a meeting with you. You agree tuone UMD umesikia amesema to monetize talent. I need to agree with you guys. We say now tukianza Monday, how do you want us to engage as Ufalme Entertainment, as Chipukeeyz, with online media? What can we craft together that permanently and every week that we are engaging and we are pushing our show together? And I think ni hayo tu kwa wale wameuliza maswali, ni hizo tu nimezibu. I hope sijasahau mtu.
Maybe my last question. What is the name of the show?
The name is Chipukeeyz Show. Chipukeeyz Show, and maybe Mike will remind me of we are going to discover talent, grow talents, and let me tell you, and allow me MD to say this. Because of the blessings that God has given us, this is not just a show, good people. That this show is on KBC. But I also get chances sometimes to these national celebrations. For the longest time, young people didn't have a chance. But now with the new regime, this Chipukeeyz Show will have a chance on that national celebration. Yeah. So then it means when we go to Kibera and find a good guy who can sing better than the people who have been singing in the space of national celebration, why don't we give them a chance through the show? If we go and identify somebody who's a good MC, better than me, why don't we now use this show to elevate them into that presidential platform? So it's a mixture of both. It's maybe we are in a space where MD knows where we can position different brands. We are in Embu, and we've found a guy who is a good MC. That this guy does not know how to connect with maybe the county government. Through the station and maybe myself, we are able now. Hatutakuinterview tu. Hatujakaa na wewe chini tukakuinterview ukatuambia vile umeteseka na vile uko na talent. Now we take a step ahead. Tunasema sawa, Jamhuri na kam tarehe 12. Wewe tumekupatia, tunakupeleka kwa committee na wanakusikiza, PPMC wanakuvet, unapewa platform, unaperform. Tunakupeleka kabla ni kwa county government ya Embu, ya Nairobi or any other one, unapata chance unaomoka. So that's the whole structure.
Chipo, labda swali na mwisho. We know that you're close to the president, the sitting president, and the vice president, his team. Perhaps will people not say that now you're in the government facility because you are close to these top leaders of the country?
But then that makes them good leaders.
And what's wrong?
Yes.
Is there something wrong with that?
You see bro, let me aki na wacha nijibu hiyo swali na munisikie ndugu zangu. For the longest time in this country, vijana tumeuziwa uoga. Mimi nataka kuwaomba na niwa encourage. Mtu asikuuzie uoga.
Kabisa.
The previous president used to say something, and he used to address young people. He used to say, and I used to listen to him. He used to say, young people, power is not given, it is taken. So mimi nilikuwa nafikirianga ni hizi kuu. But nika realize ni mimi coming to MD. MD amekwambia hapa aliongeleshwa na I came to boss. So mtu atataka kukuozea hiyo uoga ndio, and even if I was close to the president or the deputy and they gave me a chance, then tumeishi tukijua ukikuwa watu kama sasa mimi kwa mtandao watu husema natumiwa, si ndio? Ukitumiwa hivyo unatumika vizuri ndugu yangu. You know, there is no problem whatsoever. Kama ndugu yako, kama huyu ndugu yangu ni ndugu yangu, mimi ni msanii. Sasa nikose kumpea chance na anaweza deliver what I want him to deliver just because he's my brother. It is, hiyo ni petty politics. We are young Africans. We are focused we are the future leaders of tomorrow. Hiyo kitu mtu anasemanga hivyo. Sisi ni viongozi wa kesho. Lazima tuanze leo. Wewe kama unafikiria ati tunasaidiwa juu tunajuana, wewe kana hiyo narrative, wewe utaona vile tukideliver.
As politics affected.
Mambo ni matatu tafadhali. Politics does not affect. Politics is a way of life. Maisha yenyewe ni siasa ndugu zangu. Hii tunapiga hapa ni siasa pia. Unajua? Siasa is a way of life. It has not affected me. If anything, it made me aware of the system and country that I live in. And also I encourage everybody, let's be involved in our governance. Usikae nje uambiwangwe, ukujange kuambiwa wewe kulienda. Be involved.
My brothers and sisters, no one is an island of knowledge. All of you, watch the show, criticize the show, improve the show. Just take a phone and tell Chipu hiyo ni upuzi. Ongeza radha hapa. Watch the show, yeah. Criticize the show and tell him where to improve. Let's not I have told you, do not be terminator of talents. Mwambie where he is going wrong or where he can improve. Usikue party ya kuharibu, ukue party ya kuongeza na kujenga. Tujengane. It is to the benefit of many of us if the show succeeds. If it succeeds, Kenya succeeds.
Thank you so much.
Mungu awabariki na wafanye mema.
May God bless.